Released in the summer of 2008, the Ford Flex paved the way for crossover vehicles. Combining both properties of a minivan and an SUV, the Flex has tremendous cargo space, seats 7, and actually looks decent. In 2010, the Flex was ranked the number 3 affordable midsize SUV in the United States, trailing just behind the Buick Enclave and Chevy Traverse. If you're looking for a reliable, easy-to-drive, spacious car for $15,000, the Flex could be your ticket to ride.
Alright, so we're inside the 2011 Ford Flex. Right off the bat, you notice the enormous amount of headroom. I'm 5'10" and a half, which is kind of short, but I mean, there's like a foot above me.
I'm 6'3" and I've got plenty of room too.
And in the back, it's just the same. Absolutely ridiculous.
Another thing you notice is the enormous amount of legroom. I have extremely long legs. My knees are like half a foot from the front here. And you might assume I'm putting my seat really far back, but if you sit in the back, there's still plenty of legroom.
There is, and as far as cargo space in the back, when you fold down the seats, there's a tremendous amount of cargo space, but even if you're seating 5 people very comfortably, you can stick a lot of things.
Yeah. If you put all the seats up, this car will seat 7 people. There's an option where you can have 2 captain's chairs in the middle where it'll seat 6, where you still have tons of space.
This car, the SE trim, comes standard with a 3.5 liter V6 producing 262 horsepower and 248 foot-pounds of torque, and it actually accelerates pretty well for a car this size.
It's around 4,000. It was over 4,000 pounds, and when you hit the gas, it'll go while merging on the highway or just coming off of lights. It'll pull really nice.
And it does suffer from a little bit of torque steering. When you step on the gas, it kind of pulls the steering wheel a bit to the right, but like all 4 front-wheel drive cars, it's usually a problem unless there's some fancy electronics that help it out.
This car does have available all-wheel drive, great for if you're in the winter or anything. Currently with front-wheel drive, it still does great in the snow.
Yeah, it's not bad. Almost got a little bit stuck when we were pulling out of a cul-de-sac there, but still was able to get through about 6 inches of snow.
Yep.
Oh, it's a pretty simplistic interior. I don't really like the way the cloth seats look. They look kind of boring, but it's not ugly. We've got this granite trim here that goes along the sides. Faux granite. Looks kind of nice.
Yep. A really cool touch is actually Ford has been recently, they put the model name inside the interior above the glove box. It's pretty cool. It's silver lettering, flex, good contrast.
This car can be found on the used car market from anywhere between $15,000 at the lower end to, if you want a newer one, about $20,000. So for that price, if you're looking for something that can haul a lot of people, and a lot of people as well as a lot of equipment, then this could be a great car.
Even more so, it's not just about space. It's not like an old minivan or something. It's got some new features, technology to it. There is a low range selection. There is hill descent control. We have sync here where you can connect your phone and then it'll do directions. It'll read your text. You can make calls to people. And it's got climate control, multiple climate control zones, and many other technological features that are pretty good.
And even with its larger V6 and 262 horsepower, it still gets a relatively respectable 17 miles per gallon city and 24 miles per gallon highway. So no, it's not a Prius, but it's also a big car, and it can tow with the optional towing package up to 4,500 pounds. So a car that can do that and also be fuel efficient.
If you go up a step, there is the EcoBoost 3.5 V6 available in this car, where it makes 355 horsepower, and it is extremely fast. But surprisingly, it gets the exact same EPA MPG ratings at 17 and 24.
That's why turbos can be great.
Yes.
It actually drops the 0 to 60 time from 8 seconds in this car to 6 seconds flat, which for a smaller SUV, I would say,
crossover class,
that's pretty fast. The visibility is fantastic out the front. I mean, the windows are tall and very vertical. The rear window visibility is great. Over the shoulder is not fantastic, but it's livable. You feel really safe in this car. I feel like maybe if you got into an accident, you'd probably destroy the thing you were hitting instead of the other way around.
Bigger than a lot of things on the road.
That's true.
But it doesn't, when you drive it, it doesn't feel huge.
No,
it has
doesn't.
car-like characteristics. It'll handle like a car. It's not like driving a hulking massive SUV.
So this car was purchased in 2011. The owner stated that really nothing has gone wrong since then. Minor things like something was squeaking and it was all replaced under warranty, but zero mechanical problems have occurred. So Ford's doing a good job with their newer cars.
Here we have the center console, which controls the radio and your climate control. And we have just a basic screen here right now displaying the time, the compass, and the external temperature. When the radio is on, obviously you can tune through AM, FM, CD. Also comes with Sirius radio and an auxiliary input channel where there's a audio cable input here and a USB outlet where you can put things through sync.
And what is Ford Sync?
Sync is the system that comes with this car. It's very similar to Siri on an iPhone, where you can press this voice button here and it comes up a bunch of list of options. You can go to your phone and send a text message or read a text message, call someone, all hands-free, just through, there's a microphone up here, it's all through voice activation.
I think Ford's done a really good job of making this car easy to use. It seemed this is the first time I've driven this car, and it was very easy to just get comfortable behind the wheel. It's got great visibility out the front, so you don't feel like you don't know where the boundaries of the car are. You're very confident. And with all the hands-free technology that's included, it's really a safe driving experience. Yeah, I really like this car. It's not necessarily the best looking, but it's pretty rugged. I like everything's vertical and clean, just to fulfill its purpose of being spacious on the inside, but it's not that big of a car on the outside.
It's a very polarizing design. Some people, when it came out, they hated it. It just looks like a giant box. Some people think it looks pretty cool. It's very modern looking. It's got clean, straight lines.
And the redesign of this car actually looks phenomenal.
It does. I love it.
The new one looks great. But if you're not willing to spend $30,000 plus almost, you can buy this for as cheap as $15,000. It's really a great, reliable, safe, and relatively fuel-efficient car.
The cool thing is there's an enormous range in the type of things you can get in this car. You can get a very base model with just like cloth seats and just the sink and everything, but then you can move up to heated leather seats. You have like quad zone climate control. There are massive sunroofs that are available. You can get the big My4 touchscreen. There are like endless options that can make this car very, very luxurious and comfortable. And it's kind of shocking. People have optioned this car up to above Lincoln prices.
This car without the towing package can tow about 2,000 pounds, which isn't fantastic, but if you want a small trailer in the back and throw some bikes on it or ski equipment or something like that, it can do that very well. If you want to tow a horse, this probably isn't the car for you.
You get one more horsepower.
Yeah.
It'll be a 263.
Get a Ford F-150 if you're trying to do some towing. And if you wanted to go skiing, you know, it's not fantastic in the snow, but with good all-season or snow tires,
or optional all-wheel drive.
You can get the four-wheel drive package. This thing performs very well. Well, overall, this car is extremely spacious, first and foremost. It's got good gas mileage. It's powerful for even the base model. While it does suffer from a little bit of torque steering, you're not going to be doing full throttle acceleration all the time in this thing.
Not at all.
It's dependable. It's pretty cheap at around $15,000 for a 2011 car. That's pretty good. And you can probably still get it under factory warranty or get an extended warranty program. So overall, I really like this car. I hope you enjoyed this review. And like always, please browse our channel and subscribe. And if you have any more questions, visit us at www.vehicle-virgins.com. Thanks.